Welcome everyone, my name is Chris, welcome to Inside My Mind series where I explain everything you need to know to become an extraordinary player. We are playing dashes, MP5, stun gun, glitch and a teleporter, going for a nice duel. After the stun gun, it's very important to strafe left and right in order to become very difficult for your opponents to hit you. The cool part about this build is the fact that it's going to teach you how to position yourself properly, because every single time you are gonna be out of position, opponents are gonna chase you down because you only have 2 dashes and they have the tendency to like expire or disappear exceptionally quickly. So here we see that the cash out B is already there and you have pretty much 2 choices, 3 actually. You can go and double stack it and make it super fun for you to play. You can leave the cash out and fight B, it's gonna make the lobby staggered, and you can actually place it A and go B, or you can place it A and defend it. So this was exceptionally clunky. I was like, should I glitch, should I stun? It was terrible. The dude got barricaded, he eventually died, the third party comes and it just becomes very ugly. The guy lands nice shots on me with the revolver up close, and a 148 with the revolver. He like 2-tapped me and then meleeed. Very well played by the guy. The proper play right here would be to post up on a crane probably, as my medium is playing AK. Scar is probably the best option in heavy medium light, as you have the opportunity to go and do stuff on your own. Like, as you can see, double stacking makes the lobby completely bonkers and everyone is doing whatever. You have no idea. And we got spawned in the middle of nowhere. Very important to pre-place the zipline at the start so you have more momentum, more movement, and you cycle your abilities faster to the point where you get to the point B, the cash out B, and you already have the zipline, or you actually don't need it at all. Here we are using dashes, cycling them as fast as possible, so we don't waste time. We're gonna be first one. We still have the role of a scout, meaning that you have to look at opponents. Absolute banger of a spray onto the heavy. Notice how I'm playing away from my team. I really don't want to play close, as every single RPG, every single Lewis gun, every single stun gun, every single LH1 is gonna be aimed at me and it will be very ugly. Here I made a mistake, I dropped trying to run away. It was successful with dashes, but the guy cracked my movement and devoured me alive. We got the cash out, and when you are double stacking, usually the initiative is everything you need, as opponents are gonna naturally grief each other, as you can see here, because they just don't have time to steal. Excuse me, my cat is going... My cat is going bonkers as well. Probably something is double stacked in my house. So what was I saying? The initiative is really important, as opponents just don't have time to do anything, as they would be busy fighting each other, which is really good. Here we are going for a nice rollout, zipline, an off angle, into a jump pad, into a few dashes, and we were super fast on our tap on 4. I'm making this lobby a little bit spicier, meaning that we are tapping 4 and going for 3. This will allow us to go for a very nice off angle. Notice how I'm taking the duels, and I'm always moving. Some players like to crouch spam, meaning that they are moving left and right as well as they are crouching. Best light players are doing that. Some lights are enjoying the jumping mechanic like I do, but you are not jumping in arc, but you jump on the side and then you control yourself mid-air to really gain momentum. Apparently we just came here, I have no idea, I'm watching without the sound, no comms. I completely forgot why we even went there, when the proper play would be to... I don't know, there is no proper play, the lobby is staggered and we are just playing deathmatch free-for-all, like everyone else is doing, right? But here, big mistake, I'm like running away. No need to take the duels against heavy. And notice how this is absolutely your responsibility to be the last person to die, to be the last person to engage. You have to be the one that can reliably stay alive, I mean, because we have 23,000. If we wipe here, we're gonna go back to 15k and it's gonna be pretty uncomfortable. We're gonna be below qualification line and it's just ugly and absolutely unnecessary. So we made a decision to grab the vault that we tapped initially because nothing happened. Here we are doing some we are doing some nice plays together with my teammate, looking up the cash out, and I'm like looking around. I have the like, very toxic desire to go C, right? But I need to make sure that my teammates are safe and everything, so you need to look at tab, and if you see 3 teams fighting, you actually have the chance to go and hook up the cash out C, maybe grief a little bit and come back. Here, this is why dashes are superior to invisibility. I'm just juking around, playing my life, absolutely beautiful. Wow. Yeah, drawing so much attention is crazy, crazy good. The heavy was... They were so focused on me that they absolutely forgot that I have teammates behind that are willing to help me and completely devour everyone alive. You need to start looking at fights not from the player count perspective, rather from the positional perspective. Even though they've gotten... Even if they would have gotten me, like, the positional advantage is still superior and they would not be able to push my teammates. There are points on certain maps that you can abuse to use it like that. Light player can act as a fish bait to like get people out of position. This is a mistake that I'm doing. I see that purple team spawned and perhaps they spawned on us and they would try to go for us. But apparently they are going C. I looked at tab finally. I should have looked at tab way earlier because you can see, like, if you look at the tab and see the like numbers are increasing on healing and on damage, meaning that opponents are fighting, and you can have a free you can go way earlier, right? Because there would be no time for them to rotate. I'm choosing the proper position here. It's very important not to be an idiot and not to go in and die for nothing. You have all the advantage in the world. You have the cash out, 30,000, and there is nothing you can do to like pretty much lose, except you just all die. So we need to play safe, and again, you have to be the safest person in the team. Your heavy needs to take the spotlight, your medium needs to help him, but as a light player, your responsibility, it is your responsibility to like stay alive. Here my medium made a call that the guy is 1 HP and we cleaned it up. Usually the objective of the going for the cash out grief is not to steal it, but rather to kill the team that's already cashed it out, so they have minus 30 the total amount of money, and you will have an easier game, because notice like there is nothing opponents can do to knock us out except we wipe 2 times, which is very unrealistic, very unrealistic. You can make a call for your medium to anchor, meaning that he's gonna sit in the corner and just watch TikTok, I don't know, while you are fighting. Here we are just... We would have prevented D and didn't play for additional minute, but that's okay, that happens. Here, I'm like, did he drop? Something happened. Aha, I spotted him. Very important to be vocal with your teammates, and if you are playing alone on light, well, rest in peace, because this role requires you to have insane coordination between you and your teammates. If it's not present, that's just gonna be a disaster. MP5 is surprisingly incredibly powerful with Keepfire, and you need to use it. Here we are going for the TP, right? It's very important to help your teammates, and this is where we're gonna make a major mistake. Not that it's gonna cost us the game, but you will actually see. So I made the call to pad onto people, but the distance is just too great, and it feels very clunky, right? So I'm padding, and then like I'm shooting this medium, it didn't work, I have to chill, my medium dies, and it was completely unnecessary. The proper play would be to play behind barricades and just like chill, absolutely chill, nothing you need to do, because usually you lose games for yourself, or you know. And here I just don't know what happened. This guy is crazy. This guy is crazy good with the revolver, and the 2-tap was there, or was it the 3-tap? Doesn't matter. It's very important in this situation not to die, and my medium is gonna successfully do that. Just gonna chill, 15 seconds left, and that's gonna be the first game. Second game started exceptionally clunky. We were fighting on the freaking suspended structure for ages with these ping guys, and finally I decided to do a proper play and padded behind the person, stun gunned, like your usual typical stuff on light. Nothing is new under the moon, and Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. As an MP5 player, it is incredibly important to practice your tracking, and if you feel like you're missing a lot of shots, you need to look at aim training, as it will drastically improve your eye-hand coordination, your smoothness of your wrist and arm. Perhaps you need to look into a better mouse pad, into a better mouse, and it will make you a better player overall, as it will improve your aim. Right? Here we are using our dashes after the pad, and notice how freaking fast we are moving, like pad into another pad, and it's just a disaster. Medium is 1 HP. We are approaching together with my teammates, because one of the biggest problems with lights is that they are either approaching too early or too late, and when you do that, you will end up in a situation where either you die fast or your teammates, and the collective effort is just not there. But here I cooked up the medium, my heavy cooked up the light, and it was very, very nice. It was very, very nice. Notice how I placed the teleporter above, and I what an absolute disaster. Nothing I could do. Perhaps if I were to be a better dash player, I would have dashed backwards and saved myself, but it's just completely unrealistic and unreliable. My heavy is in complete shambles. Nothing can do. If he gets pushed, we are so dead. My medium is fighting another team, and the proper call would be to just slow reset. Like, don't move. Don't do anything, just wait for my coin, and we go together. We do have the initiative, and it's alright. It happens, right? So as you can see, the lobby is split, meaning that there only can be 2 teams on us, and we are using that to our advantage. Beautiful spray down onto the heavy. If it would not be for it, it would be a big, massive problem for us, but apparently we cooked. We cooked another guy here, and that was awesome, bro. That was so satisfying. This guy was absolute 1 HP, and my teammates were like, where is he? Where is he? I'm like, guys, he's below, he's below. And then I'm like, fine, I'll do it myself. And we are dropping for this guy and destroying him with the hipfire. Notice that I'm not using glitches, as there are too many light players in the lobby, but you will actually never see me use thermal vision because I'm an idiot, and partly because it's a little bit harmful, right? So it feels like in the current meta, you just don't have the chance to throw glitches. You just don't. And here I'm dying for free. My teammates are gonna back me up on this one. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. So they're gonna get me. My medium is rezzing me behind the first safe corner. This is a fundamental principle. You don't use defibrillator, except it's absolutely necessary, right? So you res behind the natural cover. First safe corner you can find. Here we are going on the right side, and we have a choice to interfere 3 or 4 or go 3. So we decided to do that, and I should already place a teleport, right? And cook it up as fast as possible into the cash out D. But my dumbass just decided to jump off. Here we are using a window climb method to get faster to the vault. I'm tapping it, replacing the teleporter, and we are already running straight to D. Using our dashes, using our jump pad. Here I'm not being greedy with the distance, because sometimes you can like go outside of 70-meter range and the TP is gonna cancel out. So I would rather have a short distance than no distance at all, and then just so much time wasted, right? The cash out is falling into our arms, and then we are placing it in. We actually have the chance to go and play for 4, as we still have time. No one is gonna go for us, as they are all fighting. They're all fighting. My teammate gave me the call, so we can take the position of power in a hotel and look at our opponents. Notice how we can always like come back, and it's gonna be pretty fast and reliable, and even if they take the cash, we'll have the superior position on the high ground. Notice that opponents are playing strange to the point where I don't even understand. Oh no, it wasn't a different. It was gonna be in the next game, the same spot. Oh, never mind. Here we are going for the heavy. That's low HP apparently, but I just wasn't able to find him. Notice how they tried to double stack, but we just threw the cash away. It is very important to do so, as you will be able to stagger the lobby quite tremendously, and if one team would want to go and place it C, it's gonna be a very long timing, and no one would want to like do that, right? because you're just gonna earn $2,000, and then everyone is gonna join and kill you after that. The proper play here, especially when you are surrounded by teams, is to play one below. We can always drop the cash down with the RPG, and then use like gas, and then play one below, and then window climb, or play with my teleporter. Notice the right thing that I have, that you can actually use in order to quickly teleport, stun. Your heavy needs to teleport with the bubble in the right hand, already like right clicked. So it's gonna be very safe for your medium to TP in. Notice how no one is coming. All of them decided that we are just too strong, and apparently like everyone in the lobby is cooked. One guy left, and then everyone else is struggling at C for some reason. Obviously this is not the proper play. The proper play would be to try on this cash out and then try on that cash out, but it is what it is. We're playing in ranked, and opponents are making all types of macro mistakes, all types of positional mistakes. Nothing you can do about that. Here I'm asking my medium for a pod because it would take me a billion ages to really get up. I don't want to do that. Pretty sure here I made a mistake, just like you don't want to be there on dash light, but eventually we cooked. Look at the medium, and then we are finally taking a proper position, which is gonna be on the right side, right? We are taking it. You really want to take height, because it will allow you to do this, and third party. Everyone's dead except one light player. I will actually look at top and see it for myself, and after you do that, you can steal. I already feel like there are no people in the lobby, so it was like a slaughterhouse, honestly. So you can expect no one to really intercept you on cash out steal, because they don't have utility, ammo, they are out of position, tired, broken, and just dead in sight from all the garbage that you receive by third partying and stuff. Here we get the team up there. I just have 3 shots on the person. It's a beautiful, beautiful spray down. My aim has improved so much since I started playing this game, because all you do in this game essentially is tracking. Here is another example of borderline perfect tracking on a person. Missed a few bullets, costed me life, but don't forget that every single time you do some hero move, you are just creating so much space for your teammates, so it's gonna be very easy for them to finish it up. Essentially, your end goal for teammates is to be one-man army times 3. This is gonna be amazing. So I am playing with one of the best mediums in the game, plus one of the best aimers in the game. Obviously, they are gonna be fine even with a silver light, and they would be able to cook 2 versus 3, but it's certainly 10 times better when I'm creating so much space on light, so they can have easy and free shots. The third game started even clunkier than the second one and the first one. We were up against the full diamond team, and they got the height advantage over us, and the best thing you can do is to retake the height advantage and go for an off angle. This is exactly what we did. Unfortunately, the light already had the chance to set up on the right side, and we fully dropped. It is very important to play your life, and with barricades, with bubble, with mesh, you actually have the chance to completely turn around fights. And this is exactly what we do here. Medium made a mistake, he went in alone, I'm bursting the bubble here, and notice how I'm finding an off angle, because my teammates are buying time for me, and if I'm gonna use it ineffectively, we will lose the game. So I found an off angle, and we are cooking. Instead of tapping 1, which is gonna be a massive waste of time, we should already go and play B as fast as possible, because what's gonna happen is that the lobby becomes staggered, and it possesses pretty much the same qualities as the double stack, meaning that you will end up in a situation where every single team is gonna end up on you. So what we need to do is we need to go and play B. As you can see, Pink has the initiative now, and I'm not shooting, I'm not breaking glass, I'm not breaking windows. Very important to get as unnoticed as you possibly can. Finding an off angle again, I'm not playing with my team, it is not my responsibility to do that. We were able to get the whatever that kill was. Beautiful glitch mechanic, And it looks very terrible for us because even though they have player disadvantage, they have height advantage, it's gonna be very difficult. But after that kill, ooh la la, man, like, oh nah, that was actually crazy. Here we're going for another. I'm like, wow. This is crazy, this is crazy good. The big mistake my heavy did is that he tried to steal himself, which is never his job, and instead you should have actually let your heavy, or excuse me, your light class do it, right? So you shield him, you body block, because the light model is so small, and then you have the medium to back you up. It's gonna be very, very nice. So apparently pink team got the cash out because, again, the initiative is far more important than anything else in a double stack scenario. Because it's gonna be so easy to defend the cash out. Everyone is griefing each other instead of trying to look for a team that's holding the cash, which is a big problem and people don't understand that. Here we are going for the cash out 3. We should have honestly padded from the bridge and then zipped up top, but pad works, pad is okay. This guy is absolute 1 HP. It feels like after the third game, after the second game, I already warmed up and I feel very nice. I feel very confident taking 1 versus 1 duels, and honestly it's just playtime. It's just playtime multiplied by talent, multiplied by experience, right? But the playtime is the same as experience. I wanted to say but practice is pretty much the same as playtime. Never mind, it's just multiplied by the talent, right? Because no matter how much you play, if you are not talented in aiming, you're just gonna fail, or you are talented in dashes, right? You have to be extremely careful because Megapad has this weird mechanic where if you throw the cash in the air, you're gonna die because you feel fall, I mean. And then if you are doing that, this is also gonna be very, very terrible. So here, I don't know what that guy is doing. I've honestly don't know what that guy is doing. Again, safe res behind the first natural cover. And we are going. My mistake costed us the initiative, but it's okay. We'll be able to retake it. We'll be able to retake. Here I am going for the high ground. The guy with LH1 is just beaming me like crazy. I have no idea. This is like, whoa, beaming me even from here. I was like, hell nah. Is that guy cheating or something? And here is a very, very interesting moment. You have to keep a close look onto that. I made a call for my team to chill and wait 5 seconds so I can have free shots on people on the roof. And this is exactly what we did. Here I just one-tap the medium. It is very important to, like, the difference between extraordinary light and just a good light player is in his ability to one-clip people. Because everyone can poke somewhat effectively, but yeah. Well, notice that this is the concept of positional advantage. We should have been dead 10 times already, but since we got a good position, we can actually turn fights around. Boom, we were able to cook the light, and here I'm instantly rezzing. Don't forget that you can Ewing trophies for faster and reliable reses, and here is just free shots for us, honestly. Like, nothing our opponents can do to save themselves. They are gonna die from cringe. My teammate got another guy, and here we are slow resetting again. This is terrible. Orange team needs to really step it up, have an IGL to call the pad above or something. Otherwise, this is gonna be a disaster. Beautiful stun into a kill. Very nice, very good. Here we are going for another spray. Pretty unreliable to shoot like this. You need to be really, really good for it to work, but apparently we made it work. So here I'm like, oh, I need to res my teammate. My teammate is already doing that. It's not your heavy job to res, it's not your heavy job to steal, but my heavy player is just a medium player that's, you know, playing heavy because I asked him to. So the plan here, 2 minutes left on the clock, 2:30, nothing we can do. We just need to play step 5 and 6 in and play like normal. If you try to hold the cash, you're just gonna get outpaced and completely destroyed. Like this 1 HP, and I made a mistake here. I just got absolutely obliterated by this guy. Luckily my teammate was able to survive, because if you die here, this is a complete disaster. Like, you lose your qualification line, right? And it becomes very ugly. And one thing you can do, the only thing you will have to do, is to actually steal the cash out, which is gonna be pretty difficult because everyone is everyone is griefing each other, and then like the stagger is real. It's just a complete disaster. Here we are coining, and we need to prevent something going somewhere. We either prevent 5 into B, or we prevent 6 into A. Or what's the cash out into C? I don't know. I don't quite see, but it's fine. Here I made the decision to sell my teammates and just play time, because again, the worst thing that can happen is we wipe, but if we don't wipe, nothing bad can happen. We are just chilling. They are trying to ape me. Yes, they are actually actively looking for me, because it's a red team and they know that if we're gonna get wiped, this is gonna be really good for them. So they are actively chasing, but I bamboozled them and I'm rezzing my medium player. Very important to like be aware of the positions where you can res and cannot. Like right here, I created so much space, so it's gonna be very difficult without the old recon to like really do anything with me. Oops, that's not my medium. that's a freaking barrel. So as you can see, nothing our opponents can do honestly about it, and the only thing they can do, the red team, is to double stack. They're gonna get 2000 and it's gonna be way more than us, so they would be the first place and they would qualify, but they just got completely cooked. Nope, I got completely cooked by the light player. Very good player, very good player with an LH1. Destroyed me, props to him, but my medium is just insane. Boom, boom, boom. This is so satisfying. My next video is gonna be on shotgun, so don't miss that out. So here our goal is not to wipe, and our goal is to kill red. If we'd be able to kill red and not wipe, this is in a bag, because it's double stacked, nothing they can do to save themselves. We always gonna qualify. Here we are going for red. Apparently this is orange for some reason. What the hell is he doing here? And my job here is to semi-anchor. I don't want to die. I want my teammates to have fun, but I'm just chilling in the corner, patiently waiting for them to take the initiative away, because the only thing they can do, or try to do, the red team, is try to steal, right? They will be able to... We'll still be okay, but we want them out of this lobby, so we are actively trying to grief only them. Like, it's my responsibility to only shoot red, and we are trying to find them, right? Notice how I'm playing very safe and I'm not doing anything. Here I can see that it's pretty freaking unlosable. 2 seconds. We're just gonna get Bugs Bunny one more time, and that's game. Final round started very clunky, and I just don't want to show the first half. It was a clown fiesta, shit show, call it whatever, but yeah, disaster. So in a situation like this, where opponents are like soft and they are vulnerable, it is very important for your teammates to just pardon them, RPG, and for you to find an off angle. Luckily for my teammates, they were just cooking, so absolutely not needed when it comes to my presence. And we have a few choices here. We either go C or B, and it's gonna come with experience. You need to understand which cash out is better for you. Fundamentally, if you are playing composition like double heavy, especially with shotguns, the close range composition, or your medium is playing shotgun, you would naturally want to gravitate towards cash outs with low spaces. And then quite the opposite is also true if you are playing long range, like Scar, LH1, and Lewis gun, for example. You go for open cash outs. And it's very important to be fast on vaults, because you will be able to choose cash out for yourself, and opponents in ranked usually don't want to double stack, which means that you will have free cash outs for you, right? Because some cash outs on maps are just completely impossible to do anything with, right? So this is one of the cool things about dash, is that you can use it while you are shooting and it's not gonna interrupt your crosshair placement, meaning that you will be able to, yeah, do this, which is really nice. It is absolutely nice. I love it. Dashes are definitely a great training tool, because it will completely destroy you if you would make mistakes, right? But if you are doing everything okay, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be absolutely fine. Alright, so I'm like, let's not wait for our teammates. Let's just jump on them and kill them for the sake of, I don't know, content, whatever. So mansion is really nice because you have like steep roofs that you can pad from, and you just scout your opponents, and then you 3-to-1 pad with an RPG and bubble, and you have massive advantage. Massive advantage. So here I'm like, you look right, I look left, so we don't jump around like idiots and get completely cooked. This is Art of War, Sun Tzu, quite literally. Right, and then we are padding onto our enemies. Boom. Yep, that is so bad for them, that is actually crazy. Here I'm bursting the mesh, or excuse me, bursting the bubble, so my teammates would have an easier time shooting enemies. It is your responsibility. If you are the last person, you don't save bullets, you just shoot that bubble. Because if you don't, your teammates would have to spend additional time and they might lose the duel because of that. Right, so as you can see here, nothing our opponents can do, pretty much. It's just almost over. The timeout, or excuse me, the timer is already half, and we're just gonna perform the same strategy. Nothing they can do about it. Like, you have RPG, you have bubble, your opponent will not be able to do that, and like, that's definitely not how you play the game. You definitely do not zip up there, but it's okay. It's okay. Everyone is at their respected level, so we just... It's fine. It's fine, right? Boom. We got a little bit of this heavy player. I'm just staggering him a bit, and yep. And this is gonna be the game. This is gonna be the game. They would not have time to finish off this. Hopefully this was somewhat educational.